And now it's happening. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. Welcome to... Alright, so welcome to Fall 2016, Week 9. I'm not going to talk as long today because, you know, who wants to do that? Alright, so we're going to talk about more speaker stuff, general deadlines, focusing on implementation, the last little bit of experimental team, and t-shirts. Yay! Alright, so speakers. Today we've got our own fabulous, wonderful alumni, Aaron Gutierrez. He's coming down to talk to us about his, raise your hand, motherfucker. All right, yeah, got our own, round of applause. Thank you very much for coming down. I'm really excited to have our first alumni talk. Hopefully one of first of many, I mean. And yeah, it's really cool to have someone from VGDA who's doing it and getting paid for it, making games and getting paid for it. So that's really awesome. Also, Benson Russell's going to be coming next Friday. He's a designer at Infinity Ward. He's going to be coming to kind of talk about kind of career advice and dealing with, or how kind of you can manage emotions in the workplace, which sounds really weird and obscure, but it's actually super helpful, and it doesn't get taught at Cal State Long Beach. So, yeah. Also, surprise, Kate Edwards is going to be coming back to talk to us next week. It just kind of happened out of the blue, and I was like, hell yeah, I want Kate Edwards. For those of you who don't know, Kate Edwards is is a super influential member of the game development community. She runs the International Game Development Association. She came down to talk to our organization last semester, and a couple of our members got some free GDC tickets out of the bargain. That was really awesome. They had a really great time there. So we're really grateful that she wants to spend more time with us, and she had some really great suggestions for us last time, and we're just really excited to see that. Okay, yeah, all right. So we launch September 1st, which is like 5 weeks from now, but we don't have 5 weeks to work on everything. Well, okay. But because our last meeting before launch is actually November 17th because of Thanksgiving, we need to get all of our stuff done a little bit quicker to give us enough time to make sure that everything that we're putting in the game is working in the game. All right. So our goal is to have all of our tasks finished and turned in to our wonderful programmers by November 17th. And then what we'll do is we'll spend the next couple weeks after that polishing things, making sure everything gets implemented so that our programmers, our tech leads don't have to stay up for 3 straight days putting all of your shit in there. So yeah, that's the goal. And after that, after the 17th, we'll spend most of our time polishing our game. Because of that, because we're on a pretty serious time crunch now, we are going to be really focusing on just getting stuff done. One of the hardest things in game development is, and this is why you have producers, because we all love games so much, we want them to be perfect. And the horrible truth is that nothing is perfect ever. So at some point we do need to learn, one of the greatest skills that you're gonna have to wrestle with as a game developer is learning to let go, learning to say, this is good enough, this is good enough to be in the game. So that's where we're at right now. Being really critical about, okay, yes, this could be better, but there are lots of other things that need to get done in order for this game to be awesome. So is the extra 2 hours that I'm going to spend refining this one piece of the game really worth that time? And if you're looking for feedback about that, like, hey, I'm not sure if this is good enough, ask us. Message me, message anyone on Facebook. We can give you a critique really quickly. And also make sure you're using your Trello pages. Once again, the weeks between November 17th, so that'll be starting the 17th, on the 24th, and then the 1st. Those intervening weeks will be spent on polishing our game for the most part. So, last little bit. Wall of text or experimental time. I've read this to you guys a million times. I just want to say that the last few, we want all of our applications for the experimental team to be turned in by Friday. So by the end of tomorrow, if you're still interested in being on the experimental team, or if you're interested in being on the experimental team, and you haven't sent in the interest application, which is stickied on our Facebook wall, please turn that in. We want people to get on the experimental team. We want them to have a chance to learn some advanced skills, and yeah, it's going to be really awesome for those of you who apply and get on. Cool. Oh, I didn't get the fucking shirt in. Okay. All right. Damn. All right. Cool. So, wow. All right. That's a fail on my part. All right. Cool. So, yeah, your fall fashion lineup is here. We got some cool VGDA swag that's coming out. We have a Horizons Pole shirt. It's cool, I promise. The website was down for a really long time, and then it came up, and then I made it, and then I just didn't post it in the PowerPoint. So, whoops. But it looks It looks cool. I swear I'll be putting it up. I'll be putting up a picture of it tonight. But in the meantime, we're doing lanyards as well this semester. And so the VGDA lanyards, Horizon Pole shirts. The lanyards are $8. The T-shirts are going to be $15, or you can get both for $20. So that's all I got. Questions, comments, concerns, hatred. Yeah. What? So I'm going to be kind of getting feedback from people and refining the T-shirt design, and so we'll take orders next week. I mean, probably like starting Monday of next week, we'll be taking orders if you can find us or like let us know. We'll be taking in orders. We'll be putting the order in on, Okay, yeah, we'll be putting the order in on Thursday of next week. So that we can get them November 17th. So that'll be the meeting before Thanksgiving. You can wear it, get turkey grease all over it, and then wear it for lunch. Cool. Any other questions? All right, I'm seeing some very emphatic shaking of heads. So I'm going to get off the stand for now and turn it over to some of our awesome feature team leads. Oh, right. So we had... there have been some people, words are hard. All right, so we've had some people who are going to be new feature team leads this time around. Yeah, some solidarity being passed around already. So we have Christian is going to be taking over for level 4. Okay, and we have Helen who's going to be taking over for level 3. Going to give our discipline leads, who were also feature team leads, some time to focus on their disciplines and building that stuff up, so it's really awesome. And I just want to thank you guys. Big old hearty round of applause for stepping up. Yeah, on the spot. And cool. So, with that said, you ready? Ready for this? Cool. I like it. That's right. Helen Path, feature team, level 3. Yeah!
Level 3 is gonna be a ship graveyard, so this is where I believe Ophelia, originated, or where she crashed or whatever. This is gonna be the basic layout of the level. The black pieces are gonna be shipwreck parts, and all the rest of it is enemies and stuff. So your main goal in this level is to get to repair the communications relay. So we're gonna introduce tethering. So basically you're gonna be able to tether a part of the communication relay to your ship, and you're gonna have to drag it to the end of your level. We're also introducing volatile shipwrecks. So when you touch it, it's gonna explode, and it's a proximity explosion. Okay, and then yeah, that's about it. And everyone, or most people from level 1 are coming to level 3. So yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. Next up, can we get level 5? Elijah.
So I'm still here.
Yeah, Elijah's still here! Woo!
not replace me, so I am now the only
You're
discipline
replaceable.
lead who is still a feature team lead as well. Anyway, so I am going to be taking over level 5. And as far as tutorial, which is obviously what I've been working on this past month or so, we got done the level design, so that is all complete, so there's nothing left to do for that. Level 5 is going to be the finale. That's where the black hole is going to be at, where everything comes to a close. For gameplay, what we're planning for the task coming up is mainly doing the level design, but we want to try to figure out something like new or kind of challenging or at least fresh to add in to make this level interesting. On the tech side, one of the things that we've been considering doing is having a gravity drift built into the level, so that if you just sit still and don't move at all, you will start to drift towards the black hole area of the map to just add a bit more reality to it. And then for sound, we're thinking it would be cool to have like a very unique track for this level that really adds to the feeling and the terror of being like right next to this black hole and this being the culmination of all the events so far. Art direction, what we're planning on having is the black hole will obviously be there, and we're going to have a gas giant nearby that is being slowly filtered off into the black hole. And what we would really like to have, and the direction we're going to go, is having it somewhat animated in the background, so that you actually see some movement going on with this. And then with narrative, this is the ending of the dialogue. With level 4, at the end will be the last dialogue choices that you make that can affect the potential outcomes that you'll have. And you'll have probably 2 or 3 of these 4 endings to choose from, depending on the specific way in which you played through the dialogue earlier in the game. And so these are the 4 endings: heroic, neutral, vengeful, and the charismatic, or what some people might call the ideal. And these will all be a culmination of certain dialogue options that were present earlier in the narrative, that if you choose certain ones, they will add up to point values, which will determine which of the endings you can choose from. That is all we have planned for right now.
Thank you, Elijah.
In-game footage, by the way. All right, Josh.
Alrighty, so kind of rounding out the player team this week. So for programming, we improved the collision and the damage codes. So now it's not directly related to the player, but the same code that worked with the player now works with the enemies, so that they take damage based upon how the asteroid is behaving. So if the asteroid is moving really quickly and hits it directly, it'll damage it. If it's moving really quickly and the enemy were to somehow hit it from behind, it won't. We smoothed out the camera a bit when you're going over the ion constructs. We made some minor adjustments to the ion constructs and fixed a few bugs as we're sort of transitioning into the polish team. And then this is our fuel asset. Looks pretty cool. So fancy. Yeah, that's not in the build yet, but we already have a prefab for it. It's really easy to put in. And then these don't look that cool right there, but they are. These are all. Laura actually figured out how to set up the tractor beam using the line renderer in the game, so that we can actually tile these and create an animated beam that will change size and won't look weird when you stretch it or shrink it. And that's about it. And then memes, because, memes.
All right, thank you very much. All right, cool. So, it was actually a video of me. All right, enemy team update. Cuckoo.
Oh my god, this game.
Is that a stoned alien?
Yeah.
Looks like every week I put one that like matches what I'm feeling inside. All right, what all got done? Tech, Bridget
sentry enemy, they refined the blinker enemy. It's not a refined blinker enemy. Tech continues to be awesome. I basically don't even have to like talk to them. They just do stuff. It's really cool. Gameplay, tractor beam, flinger enemy documentation. In addition to helping the other levels figure out their stuff. Art, hold on to your butts. Narrative, more editing, a lot of editing, plus hold on to your butts in all caps, featuring sound. So art, so you guys have seen a lot of this stuff before, figuring out silhouettes. I've mentioned that that's been a challenge, kind of trying to figure out where to go. At the exec meeting, we put together all the silhouette work and stuff we had previously come up with, and kind of tried to pin down like where we wanted to go, what was working, what wasn't working. And with the help of Colton and Sarah, this is kind of what we came up with. So these are Sarah's on the right, and those are Colton's on the left. And we're gonna use Colton's silhouettes, kind of the shape of them, with Sarah's color scheme with maybe a few little tweaks. I really like the purple. It looks like the space station that you guys saw in level 2, I think. But just, it might not show up so well against the background, so we're gonna mess around with it, but this is basically what we're doing with our enemies. So for the next week, we're gonna kind of combine these and see how many like actual like art assets we can get done. As you can see, we've kind of like assigned enemy types. So at the top we have the duster enemy, then the flinger enemy, or the tractor beam enemy, and then the flinger enemy, and those kind of look similar, just one is like a more advanced form of the other. We have the stalker, which is the basic like chasing enemy. We have the duster, which leaves a trail, and the sentry. We also have 2 other emitters, which are also going to be pulled from some of the concepts on the back page, and then Sarah's. All right, ready for Hold On to Your Butts Part 2?
What?
All right, so this is the audio one, right?
Yeah, and we need to go to VGDA.
This totally doesn't work. I'm sorry. Hang on.
We are experiencing technical difficulties.
This is worth it, I promise. Sound on? That might help.
This is on. Quiet. All right, hold up. Give me a sec.
Well, Cameron has stuff to show too, so it's not like.
No, it's terrible.
I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's the.
Well, everyone be real quiet.
FTF navigation interface offline. Audio receptors offline. Audio output online. FTL drive offline. Sublight propulsion online. Proximity scanning online. Weapon systems offline. Tractor beam controls online. Life support enabled. Manual dialogue interface activated. Hello, pilot. Can you hear me?
Yay!
Well
Sorry.
Despite your
I was too
current state
excited.
of amnesia, your instinct for problem solving appears to be intact. Your devotion is admirable in light of your lack of mission parameters. However, I would advise you to remain open to alternatives to fighting. Not all aggression is born of hostility. Even without memories, there is much one can ascertain about oneself from personality alone. Perhaps start with something simple. Look at the space around us. Which color draws your eye? And why do you feel it is that?
So, if you'll remember, as of last week, we have auditions. A lot of people tried out, including a lot of people on the dev team. I tried out, Nikki, Chow, Haley, Sarah, all tried out. And I would like to applaud everyone who tried out because there were a lot of lovely people, and they all sounded really good. But we ended up going with someone remote that tried out, who's my good friend Jessie, who's done some acting stuff in the past. So she's gonna be the voice of our Ophelia. And that was her without any editing and stuff. On her actual audition, the call was cutting out, so she sounded really robot-y. It was really cool. But yeah, so we have a voice actress. So once the writing, the editing is done, which Elijah and I are finishing up, we're gonna actually record.
Yeah.
Alright, so next week we'll have final sprites, venue types, tech will keep polishing, working on implementing the art assets we get, gameplay, keep working with the level teams, making sure everything's implemented correctly, working with tech to playtest and polish, narrative, keep working with level teams to edit, sound will help plan recording sessions, keep doing sound stuff, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. You all ready? All right. Ken and/or Peter, y'all got something to say?
Meme going number 1.
Oh my God.
Pick number 2.
Can you find Walden?
What?
Can you find Walden? He's in there.
Shut up, guys! I'm looking for Waldo.
Find the sidewalk left.
Oh, I found him.
I'm so bad at that. Also, I only ever experienced Waldo in Spanish. It was like, ¿Dónde está Waldo?
Alright, what's up everyone? Alright, so before I get started, I want to say that Doe finished some pretty awesome stuff. So, get hyped. So this week, we accomplished we have a debris/enemy outside view arrow. That means that the debris or the enemy moves outside of your camera view. There'll be a small little indicator telling you where they are within a certain range. Cursor is more depending on input. That means that if you're playing on PC and if you're using the gamepad, if you press any buttons, the mouse will disappear. We have a camera shake that happens when you take damage. A resolution change confirm basically says, do you want to keep your changes, bring it back in how many seconds? No. Alright, we have finalized joysticks, finalized out of bounds, although there's going to be some, I think a couple more that are coming in, so we're going to plot those in, see how they look. We have a concepted between level dialogue, seeing where all the dialogue is going to happen, and then. So this is a finalized joystick. Pretty cool. Here's a screenshot of it in game. Looks really nice. Moving on. Here's one of the out of bounds. It's obviously a stripe on the player that they can't continue. This is the concept for the between level dialogue. And for this upcoming week, we're going to be optimizing the button manager scripts. We're going to do research, possibly phase on implementation of the save load feature. Basically, player prefs. It's not very efficient, so we're going to be reading and writing to a file. Outside view arrow. This is something that we're going to hopefully finish this week. Finalizing small dialog box versus some cursor changes. And I think Dell's going to work on the heads-up display this week. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Tim. Peter. Peter, my boy.
Let's talk like that. Oh, mate. We'll do that. We'll do it.
Do real well. Welcome.
Oh my god.
This is the ending of Super Mario Bros. 3. I don't know if you knew that. But yeah, it is. Right. She knew it. She's on the edge. She knew it. Right. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Alright. So, we've got a lot of stuff done this week. Especially on the gameplay and every side. We established a lot.
Okay, they're not going to be able
Can
to
you understand me? Can
No,
you
no, no. I don't give a fuck about them. The people on the other side of the screen.
Oh, you're not going to be able to understand me. Oh, right. Okay. I can do American.
It's a good one. You've got that down.
Yeah, I do that one a lot. So we did lots of narrative, establishing a lot of world building, and the commentary that we're going out throughout the level as Ophelia, and the tether design dock, which is kind of like when you collect something in a level and you need to bring it to another location, you'll put it in tow behind your ship, and if it gets hit, damaged while you're carrying it in tow, it'll get destroyed. But what you need to do is bring it to another location so you can fulfill an objective. And we did some minor adjustments to level 1, mostly with object placement. Yeah, anyways. The tech side, we got some cool stuff done with the ion constructs so they're not broken anymore. Thank you, Michael. And we optimized some of the code. And we got some cool art concepts done for the magnetic debris by Suna. Is she here? She's not here. But it's cool anyways. These are a little bit too complex, but some of these look really rad. Kind of like that juicy feel. You know what I mean? That juicy feel. There was a thing in hip. Yeah, I forget it.
We have some of it.
Yeah. Okay. We have some of those. Oh yeah, that's gonna be at the mixer, by the way. Those are gonna be at the mixer, by the way. That's it.
Unflat. Alright, cool. So, we'll do our level ups really quickly, because we don't have a ton of time today. Bill, the science guy. What? Oh, hey, I forgot about you. Sorry. Did you send me? Yeah, he goes first. I'm sorry. I'm a bad president.
I like sent it like 5 minutes.
Okay, come up here. And yeah, we have Christian. Oh,
Hi guys, I'm Christian.
okay.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Christian. I'm gonna be the lead for level 4. Yeah. The setting for level 4, it's going to be inside of Ophelia's ship. Unlike the other levels where it's like really open world and you can fly off into nowhere, even though we won't actually let you fly off into nowhere. It's going to be enclosed inside of the ship, so they're going to be hard boundaries. And yeah, during the level, it's going to be right after you find out who Ophelia really is. So during the level, she's going to be kind of explaining, like, you know, telling you the truth about what's going on. And that's why like it works since it's going to be inside of her ship. For tasks, it's just gonna be, you know, working on like the design of the background, the assets for the inside of the ship, and then any other art things that we would need to do for the level. Programming, we're gonna need to make new boundaries for the inside of the level, for like the corridors and stuff, and then the edges of the level are gonna be hard. And then whatever else we decide was gonna be in the level. I haven't had a chance to talk to the person that's designing level 4 yet, so I'm not sure what they have planned to be in the level. So I know someone's doing it. If you can talk to me, that would be awesome. And in level 4, we're going to have a laser maze that the player is going to have to go through to get to the end of the level. Oh, also, I think the objective for level 4 is going to be slightly different than the rest of the game, where you're like collecting things and trying to fix your ship. In this one, you're just trying to get to the end of the level, right? Yeah. And then narrative, you're going to be doing the dialogue and the twine for the level. Yeah, and then, you know, so I'm still pretty new at this, so this is just going to be my level team all the time. All right, cool.
All right, thank you. All right, build time. Don't drop your laptop, man.
I will. Will you drop it this?
I'll leave the audio.
Issue my audio. Idiot.
Yeah, that'd be good. Let's see if the ball.
Spoilers.
Okay, good thing I checked.
No, I wish you hadn't, actually. It's just like...
Alright, that's.
You good?
Yeah, it's decent. Alright, let's play this shit.
Is that gonna have sound for it at all?
Yes.
Fuck yeah! I mean...
Oh my god. And then we have the title music in, so that's pretty cool. It's a cool ambiance. Right now it says touch to begin. And here's the actual details. So right now we have level jumps just for now for build settings, because right now we want to do testing and we want to quickly jump to the different levels. We've had this for a long time, but we have sounds for the buttons. You can like hear them. So I think level 1 will take us somewhere. Yeah. So I think this is the right build. We modified the nebula gels to be a little more, I guess, more cohesive. We have the arrow indicators that show you where various enemies or objects are. So if you follow this arrow, there's this enemy that tractor beams you. This is the damaging one, I believe, that hurts. Oh yeah, it's a slowdown. I keep getting the colors mixed up, but this slows you down at a rate. We changed the damaging nebula to damage you over time instead of just instantly killing you and just throwing you at the end of the level. So there's that. There's incoming asteroids. The brown indicate the asteroids. We're not sure if we're going to keep that or not, but
Do you still tractor beam boost?
I think yeah, you can still probably do that. They didn't really fix that. Let's see if I can collide one of these. Oh, I'm at the boundary. Oh, that's the basic. Right now, it's a placeholder for crashing into stuff. It's just this really loud banging noise, even at like, even at the slightest of speed, it just bang. So right now, we're not. We have the boundaries implemented, but that will be put in afterwards. So where we're going at right now for tech is just polishing and at least refining things, at least for enemies and the people at the current level, because there's a lot of optimization and fixing to do. So yeah, any questions, comments, concerns?
I think the brown arrows, they're a little too hard to see against our
All right. I almost forgot. There's also level 2. Level 1. We just have the basic parallax for this, which is Broken Moon. Right now it's mostly empty, but here's the moon. Still a work in progress. You can see all the individual asteroids. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's about it for this week.
All right.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right, thanks so much, guys. Prepare your eyes. All right, cool. So we'll be doing level ups really quickly, and then we'll be splitting up into our discipline teams. Quick, like. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be going by the feature teams this time instead of just by like everyone who's in each level, just because it's a little bit, ends up being a little bit quicker for us. So, all the ones you sent me, Emily, are associate, right?
Associate's the second one, right?
Yeah. Okay,
And
cool.
I sent you 2 others that are contributor, but they're
Oh, okay.
later down. It's not organized.
All right, so for associate on the enemy team, we have Titus Cannon. Yeah. Our remote workers are really pulling it through. Juan Alvarez.
They're usually good though.
They're usually here.
Jolie. I know he's coming. Colton. I know you're here, Colton. Come on down, Colton. Fuck. That was, yeah, okay, that was the thing. Chow Ho.
She's not here.
Damn it.
She's always here.
All right. 1 of 8. Awesome. Yeah. Amy, for the player team, we have Amy Becerra. Yeah, Becerra? Fuck yeah. All right, cool. No. Yeah, there we go. All right. Our first catch of the day. All right. Autumn and Candace for associate. Yeah, come on down, Candace. And yes, Helen has ascended to the pointless ones.
Oh, okay.
Now.
You don't get candy.
And Helen for being cool. All right, yeah. I know Joan Doan's gone. Janet, are you here today? Janet Doan? No. Okay. Shayna's gone, and Suna is all. Suna, yeah, cool. Come on down for the for level 1. Oh. My arm's fucked up today, you know, we'll just say that. And then, what were the other ones? Oh, those are it? Okay. Anyone, any other feature team? Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much, Level Up, for all your hard work. And one thing I do want to stress is, I know it looks empty these days, but if the Level Ups are any indication, people are still doing a lot of great work remotely, and we really appreciate that because, you know, a lot of times in previous semesters, when people weren't showing up, it meant that work wasn't getting done, and that's clearly not the case this time around. And it's just so cool to see people, like, even if they can't make it, still being really devoted to making the games. So, all right, so now we'll be splitting up into discipline teams for like 15 minutes. Artists here. And what's that? Oh, well, y'all are right there, so. Discipline teams.
Yeah, but when you do teams, are you going to read off?
Okay. Yeah. We'll have to read through the feature team to then keep track of the changes. Okay. Yeah. And so for those of you guys, there are some feature team changes that happened. So I'll announce those in a sec. But yeah, our people up here. All right. So one thing that I think we noticed in the build is there are some revisions that I think need to get done. Like, I think your planet could use more detail. Do you see how it was like really barren looking? But that's fine. Like that's why we get these builds done as soon as we can. That's totally fine. So that's what fix it. We'll do. I'd rather get the enemies done, so that's something that we'll do later because I don't think it'll take a lot of time. And I'd rather get the enemies going first, so we won't worry about that for now. Okay. But one thing that's going to be really tough for us is figuring out the sizing on stuff, like how big things should be. And oh, actually, can you hit stop recording? Or no, no.